Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-June 2021 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and also as this reading is general, not every single message in this reading may be for you. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. And if this message is not for you at all, Taurus, I suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. Hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Taurus and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright Taurus, let's get into this. Alright, so Taurus, for this reading, I'm going to connect to an energy in or around your energetic field that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you at this time. I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now in this moment. What are they thinking about you? What do they like about you and what do they don't like about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you currently, and what do they not like about it? And what their highest hopes and deepest fears are in regards to this connection with you. Wow. Okay, so a lot of major arcanas here. First off, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas out of 8 cards on the spread. And with the major arcanas that are coming out here, this indicates to me a very strong karmic soulmate connection between you and this individual. This has been a long journey between the two of you. This has been something that has been going on and off for you guys for a long time. But Taurus, I feel, and I gotta be honest here, that someone just wants to stop having feelings for you, stop caring for you, stop wishing that they want you, stop thinking about you, and they just simply can't. They're trying to move on, they're trying to move forward, they're trying to just completely forget about what they had with you, and they can't. And that's the karmic chain that is connecting the two of you. I feel that before either of you can fully move on from this, there's something that has to be learned here. There's something that has to be understood here, and then the bond can either break or evolve. But right now, in this moment, this person, despite still having feelings for you, they're trying to forget them. They're trying to leave them. They're trying to block them out. Because I feel, Taurus, whatever happened between the two of you, they feel like an ending is inevitable. That how much longer can we keep going on like this, where we're head over heels for each other and then just disregard each other the next? It's almost like I weirdly just saw this like game of tag, where it's like, tag, you're it, okay, now you chase me, and then the other person gets there and then tags the other person, and then it's the other person's turn to chase, and it's just been going on for too long. And as I said that, it looks like this guy's kind of playing tag with her booty, right? No, just kidding. But 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Leo energy. Some of you could have Leo in your chart. You could be connected to a Leo. Does not have to be the case. But this is like when you guys met, there is just this strong pull, this strong need to get to know each other automatically, With the Six of Wands, you could have met someone where there was a lot of people around, but they only saw you, and you only saw them. And it was like this magnet where you guys just instantly started talking to each other, pulled each other aside to get to know each other. You definitely stood out in the crowd, or I don't know if it's just indicating that this person was single, and out of all the people they were kind of starting to date, starting to talk to, it was like then they met you and they're like, wow, Taurus is something that I need to get to know more of. But it felt very, and it's still like, or in that moment it felt very sexual, which with the devil here makes absolute sense. It was a strong sexual attraction from one another from the very beginning. But there has to be more here for you to stay. And maybe just, I think even though the sexual attraction was on both ends, someone was just like really, really overly sexually attracted to the other person. I mean, they think you're hot, straight up, okay? And that's the word they use to describe you to your friends, to their friends. I doubt they're family members, maybe coworkers. Like, they've definitely showed your picture off, like, hey, look who I've been talking to, and it's Taurus, right? And that type of energy here. But the thing with the wand sometimes, and the wand energy, not all the time, but sometimes, and this is one of those times I feel, is just, it's like lighting a match. It gets hot in the match and the flame just kind of goes up, and then, you know, eventually it gets to the end of the line. And then you have to pull another match out and restart it again, and then, you know, that ends. And I don't know, I'm feeling a lot of fire and earth energy here. So you could have a lot of, obviously if you're a Taurus you have earth, but you could have a lot of earth and fire in your chart. You're dealing with another earth or a fire sign. But it's just, someone's kind of realizing that, can this ever be more than just a string of these intense connections to just die out again? And I feel, Taurus, whoever this person is, whether you're the one that decided to end things or they did, they're having a hard time keeping it at just an ending. So I'm hearing the song by Trey Songs, and it's called Can't Be Friends. Don't know if you know that song. If you don't, I suggest looking up the lyrics to see if that resonates with you at all. I don't know if you guys just tried to be friends after it, but both of you know you guys just can't remain friends. And maybe that's like after the last time things kind of died down, you guys just tried to casually hang out, casually just, you know, get a couple drinks together, but you just have this strong sexual, physical attraction to one another where it just can't be that way. But I don't know, let's go ahead and dive into this. Someone's favorite color is definitely red, or someone could be wearing red right now. Let's do this. How they feel about you is the Death card. So Scorpio energy, some of you could have Scorpio in your chart. You could be connected to a Scorpio. It does not have to be the case. They feel like this needs to end. They feel like this has to end for both of you. Or maybe even Taurus, if you put an end to this, they're trying to get over it. And if they were the ones to walk out of your life, they were the ones to end things with you, they're trying to stay committed to that. But the thing is, and as you see in the background there, they still have the memories of you. And there's a little part of them, or a part of you even. And you guys could be mirroring each other, as that is often with karmic soulmate connections. There's still a little part that still hopes for another beginning that won't be the same as all the other beginnings before. That some way it would be a whole different energy where you guys could commit to one another, where you could be only for each other and nothing else, no other distractions, no other people, no other things that could stop this between the two of you. But I think that in reality, someone feels like that's just a fantasy. I feel that someone just thinks the other person's just unwilling to change. And it's not like a thing where I'm trying to change who you are as a person. Well, as in like the essence of who you are that I fell in love with. No, I want that to remain the same, or have feelings or develop feelings for it. I want to remain the same. What needs to change is the consistency, the unreliability, the hot and cold, the push and pull. And someone feels like that will never change. And to just accept it means to just accept the ending of this. But yeah, it's Taurus, they're having a very, very hard time with this. But they will never reveal that to you. They'll never show it to you clearly. They're kind of stone cold here because they feel like they have to in order to move on from this. What they think about you is the Hierophant. Taurus energy. Could also be Capricorn energy for me as a reader. So what they think, I don't know, Taurus. Clearly what I'm getting from this is a lot of commitment problems, I'm getting someone here, whether it's you or the other person, again, roles can always be flipped or reversed, but with this Hierophant and what they think about this, like they think of all the things they should have done, should have followed through on, should have stand by, should have acted on, but they don't really know if they could really fully commit to it when there's still so much spiritual growth that has to be done, and they may not even know this consciously, right? This could be deep in their subconscious. But with the Hierophant, there is something that they're learning from this, that you've taught them spiritually. I feel, again, you've taught each other something here. And what that, I feel, honestly, what it means, and even looking at the imagery of this, is like sex, flirtation, people, women, men, they can come and go. But if you don't find that one person that would really ride for you and appreciate that, what does all those fleeting experiences mean if you can't ever connect with someone at a soul level? And Taurus, I gotta say, with you, they felt a soul level type of connection, but I feel didn't know what to do with it, how to act with it, how to move with that, how to respond to that, really. And how to be fully present with that. Let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant. I want to see if there's anything I'm missing from that. What is the Hierophant doing here? Ace of Coins. Wow. So, and again, I feel like this may be hard for you guys to believe because of how this person has always been. But there's a part of them and a side of them that thinks and daydreams about fully growing up, waking up to what this is, and to commit to you. Because out of anyone, it would be you, if they could. If they could fight their inner demons, if they could control their urges to, you know, with the Six of Wands here especially too, this person may just like attention in general. And I think this person is really realizing how valuable it is to just, what is the value in hearing that, oh, you're so sexy, you're so hot, you're so cute, from a bunch of different people, but when you hear it from someone that really hits your soul kind of hard, hits a part of your heart chakra strongly, like how much more valuable that is versus hearing a bunch of other people say that to you. It's that type of energy. I hope I'm describing it pretty well. And then the Lovers. Damn, Taurus. Gemini energy here. Also for me as a reader, I feel Taurus energy with the Lovers card for me personally. This is what's making it so hard for them to pull away. And this, I don't know, Taurus, it's hitting differently now with you. Or it's hitting differently now this time that maybe you really are finally done, or maybe you have finally just really set the intention of not starting this again. They're feeling energetically that, and that's what's making them realize what they could have done, what they should have done before it came to this. They really think you're a great kisser. And maybe you guys were in similar height to one another. Like you guys didn't have to step on your tippy toes, or you didn't have to crouch down in order to kiss. You guys were like the perfect height for one another is what I'm hearing. And there's something about a sunset I'm seeing too, which kind of makes sense with the death card, but maybe you guys watched the sunrise, okay. The sunrise together after a long night of holding each other, making love. You saw the sunrise through the window. I don't know. What they like the most about you, Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. When you feel with all your heart. You give your all. You're loving, you're kind, you're sensual. And there's with the Queen of Cups, I feel like there's a natural beauty or natural handsomeness that you have. You don't have to do a lot to get ready. Even if you do get dolled up for them, of course you're like stunning, but it's like all you have to do is kind of even just put mascara on, or even for my men, just fluff up your hair a little bit, and you just look effortlessly attractive in their eyes. For some of you, and maybe they've told you that before, like you're a natural or classic beauty, a natural classic handsomeness, timeless really, for all, you know how some looks are just very trendy and others are just could last for over many lifetimes. But with the Queen of Cups, I feel, Taurus, you just, differently than what I picked up for another sign, I forget who also had this. It could have been, it could have either been Libra or Leo. But anyway, different than what I picked up from them, it's like you always knew how to make them feel amazing, or you always did what you could to make them feel they were special, they were loved, that you were down for them. And again, like for some reason they didn't know how to receive that. For some, they almost felt like it was like a sign of being smothered, or a sign of too much, to where they had to immediately retreat or pull back or something like that. What they don't like about you, Three of Wands, Aries energy. That you were waiting for more, that you were wanting more, that you needed more, but really waiting for more. And I think that's why they know this kind of has to end from where it is right now, because they don't think they can give you more. And you deserve more than what they could give. Despite the thoughts of you clearly having, maybe one day having a commitment, it's like they just aren't ready yet, or that's the excuse they kept on using, or they weren't ready to be in a commitment or whatever. It made them feel bad that they knew you were waiting for that one day to happen. Wow. I feel like there was one party or event you guys went to where they like unexpectedly like pulled you aside to just give you a kiss or to make out a bit in like a private corner or behind a wall or something. And they still think about that, for those of you that resonates with. I'm hearing something about parking garage too. Don't know if someone lives somewhere where you have to go park in a parking garage in order to enter the living space, or maybe something happened in a parking garage, a kiss, a moment before you guys like separated to go back to where you were. I don't know. Cool. Anyway. Now this is crazy. What they like the most about the connection is the Tower. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. Interesting card to have in this placement. I mean, if there was one thing you guys could say about this and about each other, is that for good or for bad, and there was the high vibration and the low vibration of it, was that it was very passionate between the two of you. But with so much passion, I feel comes combustion, is what I'm hearing. Like, there's just a surplus, I'm hearing, of passion and emotion that were just being used in the wrong ways. Like, I feel like you guys may have fought frequently and then made up great makeup sex, I'm hearing, for some of you. But it's just this like build up and tear down, build up and tear down. And in some way they kind of liked the chaos of it. Like, they liked the drama of it because in some way it showed that you did care, but that's just toxic. And they also like to see a reaction out of you, to see of like if they do talk with someone that you get jealous or that you're not, I don't know, a reaction out of you, to see it that you do care. But that feels extremely toxic to me. Let's go ahead and clarify the Tower here. Why is the Tower here? What they like the most about this connection? It's like drama, dramatic. But it confuses it for being like true love to show, because you guys react so strongly to one another in such passionate, even sometimes angry ways, that just shows that they care. But 5 of Coins, Taurus energy with the 4 of Swords, Libra energy. So yeah, I feel like this is like where some games were being played, whether it was on your end, their end, both ends, with that game of tag. Like, before the other person can tap out, someone steps out before they get ghosted or get no replies, and then it just sends the other person into this, oh, you want to play with me like that, you know, starts that type of conversation out of the silence, out of the not hearing from them, just to see what you would do. That's what I get. And that doesn't feel right. And that's the growth maybe someone needs to come out of. What they don't like about this connection, 9 of Cups. Pisces energy. So the thought of maybe being alone, because, you know, we see in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the 9 of Cups is this dude, you know, sitting in front of all these cups looking like, look what I did, look what I have, what I've achieved for myself. But he's alone, right? And is being alone really something that won't serve me, isn't the best for me, but I just use as a protection? The 9 of Cups, am I really not happy being single? And is Taurus the person, the only person that would possibly drive me out of that I just ruined it with? I think their fear, Taurus, is that this really was something that deep down they wished for, but just, again, didn't see it until it was too late, or just didn't know how to receive it. Or just even with this 9 of Cups, losing that energy between the two of you for good, of being happy with each other, with one another. And that's kind of what I get. But even so, with this 9 of Cups and what they don't like about the connection, just their feelings for you, of even thinking like, wow, Taurus was one of a kind. I don't know if I'll meet Taurus like that again. Or having anything deeper than just a physical connection. That's what they're trying to move away from, to ignore, to suppress and deny. But it can't be denied. Highest hopes, the Emperor. So this is Aries energy. And this is where I feel like they're trying to take control, trying to take the reins, try to just move on, to execute, to pursue without you, and just go back to their lives as being the boss of their own lives, single in their own lives, ruling their own lives the way they want to, with no commitments. That's what they're hoping for. But deepest fear is the devil. Capricorn energy. And I feel you're both feeling this. There's no escape from this like irresistible, toxic, needed, obsessive bond between the two of you, that this karmic contract is just going to go on and on and on with no fulfillment, with no moving on, with no denying, but just always knowing that that person has everything, or thinks that they have everything that they need, and that there is no one else. But no escaping it. That's the fear. Wow, okay. And I'm seeing someone could have like a cursive tattoo, or someone writes in cursive or has beautiful handwriting. I don't know who that's for, but to see the likely outcome of this, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, Taurus, I will pull a card from this deck here. And I'm going to ask Spirit if there's anything else in their mind and in their heart about you that they haven't expressed, but they do think about. And if they could say it to you, what would they say? I know you are thinking about me and it excites me. So yeah, they know. Sorry, I moved the camera, but they know that this bond is mutual and that both of you can't escape each other, or that's how they still envision it to be. And that it just doesn't feel right, honestly. It feels both of you recognize that you guys aren't no good for each other, that this isn't good for either of you, but you just can't help but still wonder about the other person, think about the other person, fantasize about the other person. I will always love you. The bottom of the deck. And it's their own type of love is kind of what I'm hearing, because clearly this person has a lot of emotional unavailability. But I think, Taurus, that the feelings for you will always be there. Again, you just hit differently. This hits differently than anything ever before. But despite that love, or the feelings in their own perception of love that they can only give, they just want to try to move on from it as best as they can. But they still think of you. And it still excites them. It still thrills them to see if you do like one of their pictures, or that you do read their text messages, or that you do reply in any way. But they're trying to get over this, and they just right now can't. But to see the likely outcome of this, Taurus, what's likely to unfold from this, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me there, I'm going to overturn this card to see what is likely to unfold from this. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well, just to dive deeper into this connection for you, for your highest clarity and understanding and good, to know what you need to do about this. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Taurus, I hope that this has helped you in some way, giving you clarity, healing, insight, and guidance in regards to your love life. If it did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And very quickly, just to wrap all this up, I am still holding my 2-year anniversary giveaway, where the deadline for submissions is July 1st, which is right around the corner. I am celebrating my 2-year anniversary, and it's all because of you guys, so I want to give back. So I'm giving away a box full of goodies, tarot decks, candles, crystals, all that good stuff. If you're interested in entering the giveaway, open up the description box, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the rules of entry there, in case you're interested. I love you, Taurus, very much. And I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.